Senecio, cineraria, the Dusty Miller. Okay? Both of these plants are right here. You'll notice there's a number of variations in leaf shape. Okay, you notice this one here that has more of a less of a dissect leaf. These two have more dissected leaves. This one is actually on its third season coming back for us here. These two have just been planted this year. Dusty Miller tends to almost serve as sort of a biennial for us. So you plant Dusty Miller 1 year and you sort of get a rosette, sort of a growth. Although this is not sort of a flat rosette, this is still what I consider almost sort of a rosette type arrangement of foliage. I planted this year. Next year I'll likely get flowers that occur, and then the following year typically they won't be all that vigorous. This one's sort of a little bit is not following the rules necessarily. But you'll notice also that if you have this particular Dusty Miller and you don't do some trimming on it, it will get pretty unruly, and in fact it won't be all that effective for you in your landscape. So typically what we suggest is that you plant it 1 year. If you want to see the flowers the next, leave it out there, and then after that second year maybe, get rid of it. But I just kind of leave this one here to see how long it'll keep coming back and doing its thing. All right. Okay, so if you look at it, you'll notice that the white is actually just a pubescence that occurs on there, and it's so thick and fuzzy. But the pubescence is easily scraped off. Okay. So that's it's not actually a silver gray or white foliage, but it's just the pubescence on that particular area. Okay. And if you scrape it off, it's a dark green color. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So and realize that the pubescence is a little bit variable from one particular plant to the next, but almost all Dusty Miller, in fact, all Dusty Millers do have this sort of dusty, fuzzy white pubescence. Yeah, this is the same plant. Not that I know of. They don't sell them as a different cultivar, so I'm not aware of the different cultivar. But the thing is just so much variation there. You're looking at it's not completely not unlobed, but it looks it because it curls up. So if you sort of uncurl the leaf, you'll realize there is some lobing going on there. All right, but it's not nearly as dissect as this one or this one. You'll notice Dusty Miller gets up to be about maybe 3 foot tall at max, and then if you want necessarily to keep just the foliage, which is the reason why you grow Dusty Miller, the composite flowers on this one are not all that showy and really not all that desirable. So you can go in and you can cut them before they begin to flower. It won't always work, but maybe it'll get you a little bit longer season of just the foliage. Okay. These are used a lot, maybe like in if it's a really large bed, and sort of use it as a border, a nice silver gray border, or as an accent in mass. You put a lot of these together, it makes a nice accent planting. Okay.